everyone. Welcome to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Standard and Magic the Gathering Arena. We're gonna go ahead and fire off our sealed token that we got from our pre-order and see how we can play it out. It's a smaller set, so expect a lot of consistency in individual cards, but there's a chance to whiff on particular pieces. So we have to try to make do without them. So let's see what we open up. All right, we are here. Let's see what we open up. The archetypes are listed on the left in case you don't get enough of the keywords to kind of explain or enough of the signpost to make sure you know what kind of things you're building towards. Let's take a look at our sealed pool. Screen here. All right. First sealed pool of the set. We got 7 rares. Very nice. You'll see that I played a draft, so there's some cards that are not my first time opening them. And Krang won me several matches, but I think no matter what, Krang is in the deck. At 9 mana, 9/9, flying, trample, indestructible, haste, other artifact creatures you control get the same things. It's just a top end that just doesn't quit. So, but other than that, we have a bunch of white cards. We have 2 Leonardo Cutting Edge, so life gain on a sneak. Leonardo's Technique, so sneaking and returning 1 or 2 target creature cards with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. So, a little graveyard synergy there. Turncoat Kunoichi. So, this is a 3 mana 3/2 with sneak that costs 4 in its Orzhov, so it's white and black. When this creature enters, choose target creature an opponent controls. Exile that creature until this creature leaves the battlefield. If this creature's sneak cost was paid, instead exile the chosen creature. So if you sneak this creature in, it's a removal spell. If you just play it, it's just a containment spell, which is it only has 2 health, so that's easy to take care of. So you really want to be sneaking this in for a removal. So at 4 mana 3/2, destroy a creature. Yes. 3 mana 3/2, temporarily remove a creature with no other evasion. No way to benefit off of possibly being removed. That's not the best. But yeah. So yeah, and then Turtle Van, first time seeing this. 3 mana 4/4 artifact vehicle. When this vehicle attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature that crewed it this turn. Then, if that creature is a mutant, ninja, or turtle, double the number of +1/+1 counters on it. So if you're in +1/+1 counters, this is a great vehicle to have around because it doubles for you, and it's a 3 mana 4/4 technically, and it crews with any creature you have, so decent. Dawn and Wrath, Hard Science. That's a 3 mana with 2 hybrid pips of red and blue. It is a 2/4 menace. Whenever Dawn and Wrath attack, the next non-creature spell you cast this turn has affinity for artifacts. So if you're in the affinity deck, yes. Otherwise, no. Kitsune's Technique for mill. I don't think we're gonna get so lucky as to have a way to make mill work, but we'll see. And then we have Party Dude. So it is a class. Pay 1 green. When it enters, each player makes a food token. Cool. If you level it up to 2 for 2, whenever an artifact an opponent controls is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, draw a card. So you want to be able to activate this before they use the food. If you play this on turn 1, you hope that motivates them to use their turn 2 just eating the food, so that it slows their tempo down and you can play something on your 2 or your 3. On your 2, of course, if you're going first. Otherwise, you play it on 1. If you don't have a creature to play on 2, then you can level it up. And then if they ever use that food, you get to draw a card. All right. If they're an artifact deck, then this is good out the gate. But if it's not good. And if you level it up to 3 for 5, whenever 1 or more of your opponents are attacked, up to 1 target attacking creature gets +X until end of turn, where X is the number of cards in your hand. So your hand size can buff one creature attacking one of your opponents. So this is wording for commander, but in one-on-one, when you attack, you can buff one of the creatures. Does it have to attack alone whenever one or more of your opponents are attacked? It doesn't have to attack alone. So you can just swing and then one of them gets the buff. So that's interesting. Not much synergy other than white cards in the rare pool. Let's see what we pull at the uncommon level to see if we can see where our power is. Yeah, my strategy is typically for sealed pools, your rares and mythics, that's cool and all, but what support do you have from your just below that rarity? What are your uncommons telling you that you're going to be strong at? After much self-discussion, this is the first version that we're going to try out. It's a little hodgepodgey. We're not using a lot of our rares, which is usually a code smell for me, but and I don't think about it because we are not running black at all. Maybe Kunoichi doesn't even make it. Because at this point, Kunoichi is just the hinge spot. But maybe a 3-mana hinge spot is fine because we were running 2 hinge spot. The other alternative is playing 4 color with a single black land. But then you have to find a reason why you want to do that. So, no. If we have something else we want to put in place of Kunoichi, maybe we drop the Kunoichi and then we are playing. Tenderize? I guess we didn't really look too hard at the other green parts. Let's drop the hinge spots. Because we could lean more green. Drop the hinge spots. Technique can fix us. This causes a fight and gives a creature trample. Destroys a thing and make a mutagen. And Party Dude is... I think Party Dude is on brand enough. Yeah. It's a little low centric. And at this, and actually, in a world where I am so bent on playing Krang, I should probably be playing Technique. You know, I don't like this card. I probably should be playing it. If I'm playing that, am I dropping anything else? Or am I just dropping a land? My curve is low. Other than these 3 cards, and I don't need to be running Punk Frogs, it's a low curve. Yeah, let's drop a forest. All right. Let's land on this. It's a new format. Let's see what's actually good here then. So here we are. Let's give it a run. So technically, we're a mixture of, let me see, mutagen and nothing. So there's no white green. There's no blue white. Yeah. So we're a mutagen, not mutagen, with some ninja stuff with nothing supporting it. This is not likely to work. Well, let's see it. We open with the Frog Butler on 2, Katana on 1, Butler on 2. So we can curve out and we can find whatever we need. So let's go ahead. Super Shredder. Alright, at least our creature will deter the attack, maybe. Actually, no, it won't, because it has Menace. Aha! Not at all. If Butler lives, I can play the Man Ray with their eyeballing it pretty hard. So I don't think it's going to live. They are struggling. Yeah, I can't block. They're going to ninja or going to sneak. Okay. Well, I'll use this window to play Man Ray. And next turn, I'll probably have a window to play Leonardo. I mean, to play Michelangelo. Play Michelangelo and then use the Magician token to trigger it. Put that token on Ray Fillet. Shredder's back. Back again. Do you have a bite spell or something? Or what is... Just slinging. They're sneaking again. Shredder will get bigger for this. I'm presuming this is their first sealed match, so they are struggling to make a decision. Oh, just to remove? Why didn't they just cast that? What did that help? It just got a counter on net. Okay. I do find that interesting. So we can do this. And then we can do this. Enchant the basic lands. Get rid of Shredder. There's enchantment removal in their colors, in white and in black. But I am rather dry in my hand in terms of cards. 2/2 if it sneaks in, or 2/3 if it sneaks in, which isn't that impressive. This can get attached to it and make it buffed on that way in, so that's a synergy there. Using a token can buff Michelangelo a few times. Well, they have 5 cards in hand, so. They love burning that rope, don't they? I can't attack through an Oroku and an April O'Neil. This makes me believe that they have something to respond to this attacking. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to send the butler in. Because I will trade that, because I have all the land and colors I need. I'll trade that they want to block it. I think Michelangelo is activated. They got something they can do. That was a lot of deciding for one thing. All right, so let's play Frog Butler. And then let's... Do I save that for next turn because it's already going to get buffed? Can't be blocked, but it can be blocked by the smaller one. Yeah. I'll keep the mutagen so I have a way to activate Michelangelo next turn too. In this turn, I'll crack the escape tunnel and go look for an island. I don't think I have any double whites in the deck. No. I'll just strip out the islands, or one of the 2 islands that are in the deck. I wonder if they're streaming and they're just talking through all of their decisions. All right. Are they going to offer the trade? They are not. No, I do not wish to make that unblockable in the future. So I can play April O'Neil. This lets me see two. I don't want that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, if I do that and do that, that's an empty turn next turn. But it busts my board. And it draws a card. I think at this point I'm fine with that. Let's put this here. Make it so that maybe it can block Oroku. And I'll play the escapees. And then Michelangelo will grow at the end of the turn. Oh, I didn't need the land. I had the Bottler. No tax. I miscalculated. I could have played that next turn. They take a long time on easy decisions. I don't know what's the next card under mine, but let's see. So they want to cast one? All right, I'll take two. Let's send this in. They can trade if they want. If we're trading twos. The Butler was holding the Shredder back, but I can offer them to make a bad decision. I'm offering it so my Michelangelo can be big enough to block it on its own. I'll take that token. All right, that was the same damage. All right. Are you gonna double block? Yeah, get the scry too. That's good. I might be feisty enough to just swing with both to try to make Michelangelo even bigger. All right, so we managed to do it anyways with the sneak. What's the smart play here? If I swing and they double block Michelangelo, that's okay. If I swing in with escapees, Hmm. That's what they just block with the shredder. If they double block because Krang has done his work, that's best case scenario. If they, I'm super pumped. Because they lose a creature and I can take out the shredder. If they don't block, then I go 7. That's okay. Okay. And you on tap it. I didn't realize it was that good. So this becomes a 6/6 on the way back, but this means I can block Leonardo if things get bigger. Yeah, that gets through, but the Leonardo can't come through. And I would only be chumping the 3/3. So I wouldn't even be trying that. Um, let's put it back. And just play this. Because they're going to chump or they're going to let me gain some life. Let's not attach that. I would like to attack. So this is whenever it deals combat damage. It doesn't even have to connect. So no matter what, I'm getting this life. That's good. I'm offsetting April O'Neil automatically. And if I wanted to, I could double block. Let's do this and move this here in case they want to get frisky with Splinter. This has been a slow game. I'm sorry, folks. This is, oh, they're swinging in. What they got going on? Um, but what that even be? They're trying to sneak something in guaranteed? I mean, I can't stop that. Um, mm, just do that. I don't know what else they got. What did you top deck that makes you want to swing out? I'm going to learn today. It looks like at this pace, I'm only going to be able to play one more game. So, okay. All right. Got some more damage in. There's some tricky folks. Yeah, why haven't you cracked that? I'm about to swing in for 8 next turn and gain 2. And I hopefully don't draw another land. Hopes averted. Epically down bad. Now you're at 4. I don't need to re-equip. Down to 9/9. Crazily enough, I don't even have the mana to play Krang yet. It just feels like this has been a billion turns because they're playing so slow. Ooh, this is going to be a to be continued until tomorrow. They can do the sneaky thing again. It cost them 6 total to do that. They have 7. Does that leave you with a blocker to live? If they sneaky and then they play Leonardo straight up, then they can block. Okay. Now they just want blockers. Plans so we can live the Krang dream if we get to it. 2 lands away. 2 lands, or 1 land and a Krang away. I take it you didn't draw a blocker. You did. Oh. So, if I want to attack, I have to do it this way. Can't attack, get it out of here. A decline, swing in. You got a block. That was otherwise a nice top deck for them. I might switch the over to the 1/1. Alright. Keeping blockers back again and again. Getting my 2 damage in. I'll leave it there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lands. Krang on top is amazing here. 17 cards, low odds. Attacking. What you got there? Lifelink creature. Right. So we'll just send the big one in. Not you. Oh, actually, yeah, you, because they're not blocking that. Oh, I should have left the 2 on the side. They'd be at 2 that, but alright. They'd have 1 less. This is astounding. Okay. So we're gonna look at these 2. They can let the 2 through and block the 4/5. Right. I am drawing an astonishing amount of land. Whether or not they block depends on how confident they are in the rest of their deck. I'm not gonna swing. It would clear their board if I swung everything out. But if something in their hand blew me up, that just would have been my fault. Alright. So they are depending on drawing a blocker, or they have one in their hands. Risky business. They could have saved themselves. They could have got themselves 1 more draw. All right. Well, that wore my all the way down to the nub. So I'm going to pause this here. This will be the end of this video. And then I will continue the rest of this run in a part 2. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for sticking with me. I will skip through the dead spot so it won't seem nearly as long as it took to get to this game. Maybe I'll put a little timer in the corner to show you how long this took. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. It helps tremendously. Good night.